You came across this video because you're interested in how to help your child succeed on the violin. Well, you've come to the right place. Today I have 5 tips for you on how to help you help your child in making sure that their musical experience is the best experience that they have in their adolescence, in their really young childhood. In today's video, I'm going to be helping your child in succeeding in the violin with these 5 tips that I share with my parents and my students in the violin studio that I have. First and foremost, you need to make sure that there's a lot of encouragement happening with the student, because violin is not an easy instrument and they're about to embark on a very long journey with music if it gets to that. You have to make sure as a parent that you are continuing to guide and encourage your child on the violin, even if you have no musical knowledge. I think the same things apply if you're a parent. You want to make sure that you encourage your child in doing the best that they can in whatever they do. Playing the violin in particular is exactly that. That's why I have encouragement as my first tip, because it all comes from encouraging the student and your child to becoming the best violinist that they know. My second tip I would ask for you as a parent to help your child succeed in playing the violin is commitment. I can't tell you how many parents I've encountered that they just drop off their student and they're not attending the violin lesson. I think that is a mistake, especially if your child is starting out on the instrument. You can't just leave the child be. Just like I said in the first step, encouraging your child to being the best violinist that they can be at that given time is the most important thing. And alongside that, you have to commit as a parent to encouraging your child and to really make sure that your child is doing the best that they can. My third tip for helping your child play the violin is consistency. Without the encouragement and commitment, that's the given, right? But you have to be consistent with the first 2 steps in order for your child to succeed in pretty much anything. You have to make sure that you are consistent with the process. You have to make sure that you are attending the lessons every single time and paying attention, writing down notes, because we're all busy. And especially if you're a parent watching this video, this is a bonus tip. I was not even actually supposed to put this in, but here's my bonus tip. If you're in the lesson physically in person, make sure you write down notes so that way you understand how the teacher explains a certain tactic, or you can always refer to, oh, Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so referred to the violin as this and that. And that could really help your child kind of like, oh yeah, I do remember that. Consistency, being present at the lesson, being consistent with the practice, as I'm sure if you have a violin teacher, you're going to have a lot of talk about practice time and how much you commit to practice. But as long as you have a consistent goal and consistent presence in the lesson and in the practice room, that's going to really help your child succeed. Now you're probably asking, Eric, my child's a demon child. What am I supposed to do? If I show up to the lesson, then they just cling on to me. Well, then that's a different story. Still really, really encourage you that maybe even if you're stepped outside the lesson, you could at least listen in, like near the door or near the wall if the walls are thin. Because that way you can continue writing notes outside the lesson room, but you're still like paying attention and you're observing on what the teacher is doing. Even though you don't have the eyesight for that, like if you're not present in the room, at least you can hear about what the teacher is explaining to you. My 4th tip in helping your child succeed on the violin is to have faith. What do I mean by this? Have faith in the process. Encouragement, consistency, commitment. You could also add discipline if you want to go that far, but having faith in the process. It's not an easy endeavor that your child's about to embark on. Many hours of concentration, and you need to have faith in the process. You're not going to find results right away, and if you do, that's fantastic. Kind of like a bar graph where one day you're going to have a lot more progress, one day you're going to have a little bit less. But as long as the trajectory is going up and you're moving and you're progressing and your child's progressing, then that's all that matters. But you have to have faith in the process. There are certain days where you're going to be like, oh, is my child cut out for this? But the answer is yes, because there's every single ounce of talent in your child, no matter whatever background you come from. That's my job as a pedagogue, to get the talent and get the musicianship and the music out of that student, even if they've never held a violin before in their life. That's my job as a pedagogue, to get that out of them, but it's your job as a parent to continue encouraging and to have faith in the process and to have faith in your teacher to make sure that you're all on the same page. If you're finding value out of this video, I would really appreciate it if you continue to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It really helps out the channel, helps out this video, and I'm glad that I can be able to provide this content for you. Now, my last tip is to repeat steps 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if you continue repeating this, again, you're building consistency in the process and in the system that you and your teacher have established, and you repeat the system and practicing at a certain time, certain day, after school, before school, during the weekend, how many minutes. As long as you get that system going, you continue to repeat it over and over again for a long period of time. The student, and your child in particular, is going to find success with that consistency. Making sure that we repeat that system is crucial, because a kid who is learning Suzuki Violin Book 1 at the age of 5, 6, or 7, they need that repetition. Even though, as an adult learner, I would approach things differently, but for a young student, 4, 5, and 6 and up, they need that repetition. So if you could help them repeat this process over and over again, you are going to find success, and you'll be so proud of your child having and finding success in the violin. I hope this video helped you. Hit the like button if you like this video, or share this with another parent, or share this with another colleague or friend who's interested in violin lessons, or a parent who just has no idea what to do. I hope that this video helps you and helps them, making sure that you get the most out of violin lessons. Again, my name is Eric. I'm a violinist. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification bar, so that way you get notified for when new videos come out. And I also have a bunch of other violin tutorial videos in case you're coming across the channel for the first time. I'm going to leave a playlist at the end of the video, so that way you can get a hold of that. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video.